你是村里面的是吧？啊，队长是吧？我是那个成都早报红新闻的记者，我想问一下，你们就是队上的情况怎么样了？坐站边上嘛。
各种会打到这个脑壳，房子倒很多，我的房子都成了活了。我队长不是倒了2杆，很多墙倒了，
很多墙倒了哈。
队长啊。
你这是几队呢？这是。
他们是陆队的。
就草坝村。
我嘉明。
草坝村，嘉明，这儿
嘉明镇的。
这是嘉明镇了是吧？
这是嘉明镇啊。
就是这跟我们草坝村是挨着的。
边界这是毗邻地方，这是中心村草坝县嘉明的中心村在。
草坝大山。就是你们是嘉明村啥子？
他们是陆队的嘉明镇。
团山啥子？团山堡村哈，陆队的哈。你是队长是吧？
队长刘在全
哈。你们就说村上就是这个队上的那个大概你有没有统计？大概倒了就是说有好多房屋损裂啊倒塌的情况。
一阵我就起来四面八方打电话通知。一通知我就4面，我们没回去看，
去排查嘛，
喊他们不要在楼房头哭，
赶紧下来，
还把忧郁症打死，我说走不动的我帮他扶出来，
就先通知他们先出来，就是捡到那个空旷地带是吧？然后就是你说你家的房屋也出现那个倒了几间呢？
厨房的小厨房倒了，另外楼房高就倒了2边，另外有两间厨房了，瓦些完倒了，成了河了
哈。
把水完就缩下来，成了河了。
就是，然后
真是倒了杆，但是楼房倒了一批墙，楼房
倒了批墙
，1楼的楼房。另外还有2间大厨房。瓦完全没得了，缩下来就成了河了，水大的，吃都做不到吃了，吃都弄不到吃了，
吃都做不到吃哈，那你们那个就是队上其他人家的这个情况呢？其他
我还在观察到了，有的房子拆裂了，很多都，
就裂缝比较多是吧？
有些很多拆裂了。
现在就是打到一个哈，现在送到医院去没有呢？
我通知支书他还能送。
还能送到医院去。打到头哈，就是。
厨房水打多严重。
打得严重哈。他是在厨房起来煮饭的时候嘛？
不，因为打嘛没跑一嘛墙，要缩下来打到的，红砖打到的。
当时发生地震的时候，你们应该都还在睡觉是吧？
那个吃了，4点我在正在睡觉啊。
正在睡觉哈。
我在睡。
也被摇醒的。
好，响声大得很呢。
响声大哈。那家里面家电家居情况咋样呢？
家具好多打烂，你看我的碗完缩下打烂，洗碗机都打烂了，就是碗都打烂了。
碗都打烂哈。
因为这个程度大，震得凶。
现在是消防包括那些武警都进来了，是不是现在？
公安都讲出去了，公安都。
公安哈。
现在因为队长因为支书都很忙，到处都在观察。
是嘛，都在排查，现在都在是。我先就是
喊他们疏散人，注意到别个楼房，首先要注意安全为主。
对。
房子倒了的要和房子就是以后的事，先要救人。
对，先救人嘛。
人是大事啊。
下一步嘛再考虑，比如说其他生活物资的
后头。
要得
哈。
就里面可能是不是相对严重一点？这儿团山报6队哈。
我才走那个潭水的演绎了5保低保平民不然。
他家没情况咋样呢？
我喊他门前的躲到不要在房子里。
不要在房子里面哈。
我都喊疏散人啊。
行，好行。
我这个干法是对的嘛。
对，好，赶紧来注意安全哈。
Border places. So after earthquake happened, they found the cracks on the wall and also the kitchen actually was collapsed. And the local village, the head of the village also helped to check the situation of each household. So they found the cracks on the wall, and for the safety consideration, and now they moved the villagers to the open space. So make sure they can avoid secondary disasters from happening. Based on knowledge, some of the houses or part of the house collapsed. and found many cracks on the wall. So they moved the people from the village to a vast space. So the people, the local villagers, do not need to stay inside the house with cracks on the wall. So right now we're still at this epicenter. Once again, a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County, Luzhou City of southwest China's Sichuan Province at 4:33 a.m. this morning, Beijing time. According to local government, 2 people were killed and 3 others injured. Rescue work is underway. And right now, this place is one of the village in epicenter, it's Luxian County, and this is Caoba village.
我是媒体的记者，你家里面情况咋样呢？家里面情况咋样，大爷？家里面早上地震，家里面情况咋样？
地震了？
啊。
我家就是草坝子了。
你们是草坝子哈？
哦。
哦，这是嘉明镇范围的，是不是？
嘉明了。
啊，这是嘉明镇，是不是？
我属于是嘉明了。
啊，属于嘉明哈。啊。哦，嘉明，我说嘉明房屋情况咋样？早上地震的时候呢
？And this villager from the a neighboring village, Jiaming village.
那个落人湖里啊，你看那个湖里块块家落下了。
哦，块块落下了哈。哦。哦，就车裂，然后有局部墙体出现那种可能掉落嘛。
So same situation in the Jiaming village. It's the neighboring village. So still found the cracks on the wall. The good thing is actually people not really injured.
烟囱也倒了哈。烟囱倒了是吧？哦。那你们现在出来还是就是出来避险？哦，是不是村上，比如说队上啊，就是让你们暂时不要回家。
是国家不要。
哦，让你们暂时不要回家是吧？
So the village had told them not coming back to home. Right now, that's for the safety consideration.
我是媒体的记者，成都商报红新闻记者。哦，你说早上是摇了3下嘛？
So as we can see that for the A2 villages, the situation is quite same. Not really many people injured or trapped inside the house. So just found many cracks on the wall, and also part of the houses like kitchen collapsed. But the good news is right now not really many people trapped or injured. And for these villagers at the epicenter, right now they coming to the open space, a larger space for them to stay in right now, because a lot of the houses have seen the cracks on the wall. So for the safety and security consideration, it's not really good for the villagers to stay inside their home for now. So the rescue work is underway. So the rescue team right now is searching for any people injured or trapped inside the house. So need to save people's life first, and then we'll help check the situation of each household to look at their housing condition. And still 4:33 a.m. is really early in the morning. People still was sleeping. So that's the 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County at 4:33 a.m. local time this morning. So people sleeping back then while hearing big noises. So they waked up and rush out of the house. So it's really urgent situation.
哦，就是，还是注意安全哈。现在出来主要是去。
So according to the local villagers, actually 4:33 a.m. once again, really early morning. So they were sleeping when they heard a big sound of noises and they found this earthquake. They rushed outside the house. Right now, the local authorities asked the villagers to gather at a open space, a weather places, because we still found part of the houses were knocked down and the cracks on the wall. So in order to keep people safe, it's better for them not going back to their house for now.
目前现场的情况就是这样。
Once again, this morning, Beijing time, around 4:33, a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County. It's the southwest China's Sichuan Province. According to local government, 2 people were killed and 3 others injured, and the epicenter was recorded at a depth of 10 kilometers.
注意安全，先不进去嘛。哦，这是玻璃，这震坏了。
So we kind of could see that the glass is broken. I see a window glasses.
Oh, 这是家里面掉下来那个，就脱落下的是吧？哦，哦，就
And also we can see that
就是
from the wall.
摸灰嘛。哦，
debris from the wall.
先就是暂时不要回家，观察一下嘛。这个家里面掉的多是吧？
家里面。
Still for the safety issues, we could see that this kind of actually peeled off from the wall. So for the safety issues,
你多大年龄了？
we still ask local villagers stay outside.
对的，稳定了再进去哦，这是安全的。哦。哦。你多大年龄今年？我说你多大年龄了今年？
我
啊，
我72了的。
哦，72了哈。
哎。
哦，当时地震发生就坐在那个屋檐下这儿是吧？
哦，你看我就是先坐下，我那两个，就先坐进去一层楼还见着点。
So when the earthquake happening, and this gentleman, 72 years old,
哦对，当时雨还不
sat
是很大。
here.
还没办法的噻，真的就地震过了后，队长就打电话回来。
It was not raining yet.
要朝门前跑，他朝门前跑啊。
哦，就是往门前跑嘛。
哦，就在外面跑。
就是喊你不要待在家里面。
你看我穿就让穿件衣就跑出来。
哦，就是。好，行，那还是注意安全哦。
哦，对，这好担心嘛，好。
So still want the local villagers to be safe. And still local authorities asked the villagers to gather at the open space, a weather space. It's not really good for them to stay in their house. So the rescue team, after saving people's life, after all the searching work, and they will also help to check the housing condition of each household.
好，行，注意安全哦。
那的房子可能还危险点，那的房子还。
哦，他的房子修的可能年代相对久一点。
就这就了。
哦，对。哦，好，行，注意安全。好的。
哦，对，担心这就是安全。
对，安全第一。
你就是担心嘎，对。
Still, we talk about safety is everything.
好，行，没有哈。
So this is Luxian County, and the earthquake, 6.0 magnitude earthquake, jolted this place this morning Beijing time at around 4:33. the epicenter was recorded at a depth of 10 kilometers. So it's raining right now, and we're not really seeing many villagers inside their own house because the local head of villagers right now ask people to stay at a safer place. So we look at the village right now is quite in comparatively safe condition, and for the route coming to this epicenter actually is right now is temporarily with the travel limitation, and only the rescue related vehicles right now are allowed to come in. And right now we could see that because of the earthquake, we could see part of people's house actually knocked down or collapsed. But so far, we're not really seeing the people trapped inside the house or injured. This is one of the village. But still, we heard that according to local government, 2 people were killed and 3 others injured. So this is Caoba village and also the neighboring village. According to our live streaming so far, judging from the housing condition and also the interview with the local villagers, so far it seems okay. But still, we're not really seeing many villagers or many people here because the local authorities right now ask people to stay at a safer place. The local authorities prepared a place for them that's a big venue for the markets or the different activities. So right now that's the place to be used to gather people there. And right now it's raining, so for the safety issues, for safety consideration, because we found many cracks on the wall, and also look at the part of people's house actually collapsed. So right now the people gathered at a safer place. So the situation actually here is quite the same for different households. So the glasses actually broken at home, and also the cracks on the wall were seen. When the earthquake happened this morning, people rushed out of their home. So the lady here said this morning because situation is quite urgent, so she carried her grandson out of the house, and she trained her uncle.
当时雨也大。那现在你们都在外面，就是说暂时在外面嘎，避险。没在家了，不敢进，不敢回去噻。可能村上别对。
So the local people also quite worried about the safety issue, so that is why they're not really wish to go back home for now at least. So as long as everything is safe, and then they can set ashore, and then they can go back home. But still, local authorities also ask the local people to stay at the open space outside, at a safer place. Right now, the rescue work is still underway. So the places right now it seems okay, but that's just one place, one village at the epicenter. But still, according to our knowledge, 2 people were killed and 3 others injured after a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County. And we still can see from the live picture, the rescue work still underway. The epicenter was recorded at a depth of 10 kilometers, and right now the traffic to the epicenter is also under the temporary control, and only the rescue-related vehicles are allowed to get inside. And we can see the firefighters, the earthquake disaster rescue and relief teams, medical personnel, and police actually are all involved in the rescue efforts. And right now, the top priority is to try everything we can to save people's life, to find the trapped and injured people. So right now, this is a race against the clock. But because right now it's raining, so that's also imposed quite difficulties to the rescue endeavor. And we talk about that the local authorities ask the people to stay at a open space and look at it. This is the picture we got this morning, and we can see that the local middle schools and the sports stadium actually right now also used for the temporary shelter place. Once again, this morning around 4:33 a.m. Beijing time, a 6.0 magnitude earthquake hit the Luxian County and Luzhou City of southwest China's Sichuan Province with the depth of 10 kilometers. And we talk about the surrounding places like Chengdu and Chongqing also have very strong synesthesia. The local schools right now is also become the temporary shelter place for local villagers. So once again, on September 16th, 4:33 a.m., a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County of Sichuan Province. The epicenter was recorded at a depth of 10 kilometers. We found the houses collapsed and people injured. So the local authorities also ask people to stay at this kind of the open space. Right now, look at this is the second middle school of Luxian County. So the local villagers are asked to stay at this kind of the shelter place until everything is checked and everything is safe enough, and then they are allowed to go back home. It's a 6.0 magnitude earthquake, and the surrounding cities, places have very strong seismicity like Chengdu and Chongqing. So that's a 6.0 magnitude earthquake hit Sichuan Province this morning local time at 4:33 a.m. Once again, if just tuning in with CGTN New Media, a 6.0 magnitude earthquake strikes China's Sichuan Province. And according to the China Earthquake Networks Center, the epicenter was monitored at 29.2 degrees north latitude and 105.34 degrees east longitude. The earthquake was recorded at a depth of 10 kilometers. Right now, the local villagers stay at this kind of the open space. So this is the one of the local middle schools. Right now, people gathered at the square, these sports venues, for the safety consideration. And we talk about the surrounding places like Chengdu and Chongqing also have very strong seismicity. So the sports field at local schools and also the market places, or the places usually for the large events, right now are used as the temporary shelter place. Right now, according to local authorities, as of 7:30 a.m., 2 people killed and 3 injured, 57 people with mild injuries. And they also right now will allocated 6,904 people. So far, 35 houses were collapsed and 188 houses with severe damages. The earthquake not really had a big impact to the transportation and the highways, expressways passing the Luzhou County or the roads in the city right now not found a big collapse. So there's no big impact to the transportation, but still we talk about for the rescue and relief efforts, right now only the rescue related vehicles allowed to enter to the epicenter. And right now we are at a local hospital and we found like cracks on the wall. And also the hospital can now no access to electricity.
不用。你能不能跟我介绍一下情况？你可不可以介绍一下，就是这医院当时地震的时候是一个怎么样的情况？
当时我当时是摇得很凶啊，摇得很凶。当时我在床上啊，当时我刚用没跑也是摇得很凶的时候，我们大家都跑起下来，现在心里还是很紧张的。
那后来你们是怎么组织这个救援的？
同时大家都朝这个空旷的地方走噻。
然后在镇上就是说这里是医院嘛，这里收治的病人的情况是怎么样？
我们病人都是卧在案子里，我们都把它全部转移下来。
转一下上病人嘛，然后有没有在地震的时候受伤的群众？收治了几个？有一个哈，他现在在哪里啊？
他现在回来了，
已经在那里啊。是哪个？
And also they had one patient coming to the hospital because patient
就是你感觉到了地震的时候的那个情况。
was injured because of the earthquake.
然后在房间里面倒了，然后就没来触铁，然后我们打开的时候朝那边跑的时候，我后面的一堵墙就塌下来了，跟着铁皮一起塌下来了，然后我就正好站在刚刚跑完第一个楼梯，然后就在中间那个平台期。
So the Ministry of Emergency Response right now initiated a third level response.
120共接报是62人。
And also a special working team from National Earthquake Bureau right now on the way to the epicenter.
这是我们得到一个最新的泸县县委宣传部所发布的这样一个灾情通报以及救援情况。好，现在我们距离刚才所提到的这个龙桥社区还有10分钟的车程就要到了。
好，现在正在收看我们直播的网友应该发现，我们目前泸县的降雨情况，其实降雨量还是比较大的。那目前呢，我们也从
So right now, once again, because Luzhou is the epicenter, and right now the temporary transport limitation actually was imposed, so that only rescue-related vehicles are allowed to enter to the epicenter.
那尤其是在这种下雨的情况下，更容易导致地震的次生灾害的发生。也希望大家一定要保护好自己。
So once again, this is a 6.0 magnitude earthquake hit Luzhou County, Luzhou City, Luxian County of southwest China's Sichuan Province at 4:33 a.m. this morning Beijing time.
去到受灾最严重的这个龙桥社区。那可能我们现在是进入到
So once again, it's 4:33 a.m.
那里是有基站受损的一个情况。
The epicenter is Luxian County, Luzhou City of southwest China's Sichuan Province. The rescue team right now arrived at the ground zero. And we found houses collapsed. And right now saved 9 trapped people and 123 people also evacuated. The earthquake actually jolted the whole Luxian County very early morning. So people actually just rushed out of their houses. And according to our knowledge, the railway transportation actually is also impacted.
指挥中心6点25分，成都支队首批力量已抵达人寿服务区，11车49人。
自控支队地震信息救援队人员集结完毕，应到55人，实弹15人。现在是北京时间。
The impact of the railway transportation because that the railway stations actually had quite strong the SSCZ and also the stations actually have different levels of the damages or the cracks on the wall. So for the people, if you plan to take train, especially the train will passing through the epicenter or the surrounding places, please always check the updated information. According to our knowledge, Caoba village found 2 people killed and 3 people injured. This is information as of 5 a.m. local time. So the Luzhou County right now dispatched a large number of people from different authorities to the ground zero for disaster rescue and relief work. And also the A rescue efforts team from surrounding places and different provinces right now also on their way to the epicenter. Right now, the rescue work is still underway. We found houses collapsed. And also, we have seen the volunteers at the Luxian County asked the local villagers to stay at a higher terrain. So according to the latest information, 2 people were killed and 60 people injured. A special working team from the China Earthquake Bureau right now on their way to the ground zero. So it's raining today. So that's also imposed additional challenge to the rescue work. And we will always keep you updated. Right now, according to our knowledge, more rescue teams actually on their way, rushing to the scene. We talk about right now, we have seen a rescue team already working to save people's lives, to find the trapped ones or injured one, and also more helping hands on the way. Once again, this is a 6.0 magnitude earthquake. Happened this morning, 4:33 a.m. And the earthquake struck at a depth of 10 kilometers. So we just arrived at this place. And also, judging from the signal, actually, you can tell a local base station's actually also damaged because of the earthquake. So the signal sometimes are not very stable, reliable, and also it's raining right now, so that's also imposed additional challenges to the rescue work.
我们看到很多救援力量已经在分头的行动。这里是福吉镇的镇政府。
And this is the place of Fuji County's local government.
从我之前了解的情况，医院了解的情况是，当时他们收治了2名伤员，都是皮外伤，然后因为电力的中断和医疗设施的一些被受损，所以伤员都送到了泸县县人民医院进行医治，情况相对比较良好。
County hospitals, they received 2 patients with skin trauma, and because of the right now the local hospitals actually do not have access to electricity, so the 2 patients transferred to
不是很好，所以可能有的时候画面会很卡顿。
the city level hospitals.
一些电力通讯都
And we talk about the telecommunication signals actually also impacted because of the earthquake, and also the base stations also damaged.
我们在这外围的，现在能看一下，在镇府里面集结了很多的救援力量，然后现在我们暂时不进去，因为。
And for the vehicles right now you're looking at, these are all the rescue-related vehicles.
警官，我们是成都商报红星新闻的记者，可不可以给我们介绍一下，就是说今天早上你的执勤的情况？好。他们工作都比较忙，所以都无法给我们介绍一些相关情况。这应该是武警的救援力量。我们继续往前走，先看一看现场的一些情况。这里宜宾新吴县的矿山救援队也已经赶到。内江市。
Once again, this is Fuji County in Luxian, and we talk about that. Actually, this is the Fuji town, and we talk about so far we got the information, and 2 people were killed. That's 2 deceased, actually from this place, from Fuji Township.
去看一下这旁边的一些情况。
So far, according to the latest information, 2 people were killed and 60 injured. The rescue work is underway, and also we talk about a special working team from China Earthquake Bureau right now on the way to the epicenter, and also more the helping hand from surrounding places and the neighboring provinces, and all rushing to the ground zero.
就是那个镇政府啊，就是人民政府啊，放的啊。
应该是应急管理部门的领导和政府的领导在商议救援的一些相关情况。我们继续往前面走，先看一下前面的一些状况。从目前的情况来看，镇上的房屋受损的主要还是以楼顶的鱼儿墙受损的为主，然后部分的墙体开裂。
So based on our observation, we found part of the houses collapsed, and we found many debris from the wall, and also the common scenario is that for a lot of houses we found many cracks on the wall, and same for the household houses and also for the hospitals.
当时遇到的情况是怎么样的？
我晚上这么晚，我都没有看清楚，这就是什么情况。哦，我都没有什么了解。
当时你们住在哪里？楼上。有没有被摇起你们的墙体那些？
可以进去看一下吗？
啊，可以看。是一个做衣。
他们都是聚集在了一起，有一个铁皮的屋子，他们聚在一起，相当于自发的形成了一个临时的安置点，大家在那里一起煮饭吃。那现在因为时间还比较早，也是因为今天是凌晨4点33分发生的地震，所以很多居民还没有吃早饭。那现在有一个安置点，他们正在煮早餐，我们可以过去看一下那里的情况。那我们现在是在四川省泸州市泸县的龙华村。
对，你看这位当地的这个村民还是很热心，他把自家这个面条拿出来给大家，就是说一起煮面。
So we can see this is a situation at one of the local villagers' house, and the house built in 1996.
是4人建的，是不是？
那个也是属于那个商品房。
商品房。哎，你怎么称呼师傅？
我姓张。
张，谢谢。
So according to local authorities, as of 7:30 a.m. local time, the earthquake killed 2 people and 3 people in a severe condition, 57 people in mild condition, and so far 6,904 people were reallocated. So far in Luzhou County, in 35 houses were knocked down, 188 houses with severe damages, and 1 bus station in the damage. And also we talk about the passenger station at Luxian County, also found cracks on the wall. So far we talk about the passenger stations, the railway stations actually also had temporarily transportation limitation because they found the cracks on the wall at the railway stations. So some of the train services also temporarily suspended.
我们现在来到的是少年宫。这里应该是已经设置为了安置点，然后相关工作正在进行。
And also look at the local schools. Right now the sports field also right now used as the temporary shelter place.
我想问一下，这里是设置为安置点了是吧？下面这里要开展的工作是什么？好，谢谢。应该这马上就要开始帐篷的搭建。
Right now looking at the staff and also the rescue team right now is preparing to set up tents.
"好的，我是总台记者刘涛。现在呢，我们现在正在泸州的地震中心的现场伏击镇。大家可以看到，
So this is once again Fuji County, and this is epicenter. And we can see all the cars parking at both sides of the road. There are all the rescue vehicles, and the vehicles rescue team from Chengdu, and also from the Yibin, right now arrived at the scene. And the temporary transport limitation actually right now also imposed because not only rescue-related vehicles are allowed to enter to the epicenter. Still, the rescue teams from different provinces and places still on the way. So far, 2 people killed, 3 people seriously injured, 57 people with a slight injured. 35 houses collapsed and 188 houses also damaged. So according to the local villagers, the earthquake happened at a very early morning when they were still sleeping, And the earthquake actually caused a big sound, and they just rushed outside of their house. And right now we talk about the telecommunication signals. Impact, and also the local people also right now experiencing blackouts. Right now, just 20,000 households are having the difficulties getting access to electricity. This morning, around the 60,000 households experiencing blackouts. And with the hard work of the local grid authority, they brought back electricity supply to 40,000 households. Right now, just still have around 20,000 households waiting for the access to electricity. So right now, you're looking at this is the epicenter of this 6.0 magnitude earthquake. Around 3,800 rescue personnel involved. After the earthquake happened, and we found that right now not a lot of houses are actually totally torn down, and because Sichuan actually experienced Wenchuan earthquake, that's a very mega earthquake, so the building standards for the houses in Sichuan actually stick to the very high standards. So looking at their houses actually is good enough to against the earthquake at 6.0 or 7.0 magnitude. So people also not really panic. The Wenchuan earthquake that happened 2008, May 12, that's a magnitude of 8.0. So far, although this is the epicenter, but we haven't seen the houses totally torn down or knocked down. So the houses built after Wenchuan earthquake, you could tell they're resilient, strong enough against this kind of 6.0 magnitude. So just part of the houses collapsed. So for the many household, they only found the cracks on the wall, and also the local authorities asked the people to stay at the shelter place for the safety consideration. So we talk about people in Sichuan not new to earthquake, so they have sort of the knowledge and experience to deal with this kind of the emergency situation. Rescue work is underway, and also we look at a local merchant give free food, drinks to the people. Right now we're looking at the rescue work is underway, and also the people from electricity authority also bring electricity back right now the 20,000 households waiting their access to the electricity.
我们也会到这个大田这边来看一下这个整个现在救援的一个相关情况。
So far, according to our knowledge, 2 people were killed and 60 injured. 35 houses torn down. So the raining actually also caused additional challenges to the rescue efforts. Still looking at the local people actually not panic. And everything right now is in a quite good order. And right now the temporary transport limitations imposed. The only rescue-related vehicles are allowed to enter to the epicenter. And also the local authorities, the village heads, organize different teams to evacuate people to a safer place and also check the housing condition.
We can see在这个街上看到很多的这个生活还是比较井然有序的。一些老百姓的自身躲避到安全的地方后，他们主动返回现场。
So we talk about still people in Sichuan because of Wenchuan earthquake. So you look at the housing actually right now is strong enough resilience enough to deal with the 6.0 magnitude earthquake, and also local people also not new to earthquake, so they have sort of that experience, also the knowledge to protect themselves. So you're looking at local people actually not really panic, and right now they gathered at a shelter place. And the local authorities also organize different rescue team. So the rescue team working on site for the rescue, disaster relief and rescue work. And also some of the rescue teams right now is going to each household to check the housing condition to see whether it's safe enough for people to get back to their home. But still, we could see that from our knowledge, the local schools, the sports fields right now used for the temporary shelter place. Once again, to our viewers, a 6.0 earthquake hit Luxian County, Luzhou City of southwest China's Sichuan Province at 4:33 a.m. on Thursday, Beijing time. According to local government, the epicenter was recorded at a depth of 10 kilometers. Right now, the rescue work is underway, and we can see that the rescue teams from different places, from the neighboring provinces, right now is rushing to the scene. As of 7:30 a.m., 2 people killed and 6 people injured. 6,904 people relocated, and 35 houses were torn down, and 188 houses with serious damages.
We 都是不敢回家了。如果说是有居民正在自己的家里的，我们看到也是坐在自己的家门口，不敢再进到房屋的里面了。
So you're looking at the local villagers staying at the side of the road So the local authorities also ask people not going back to their homes for the safety consideration. Once again, to our viewers, 2 people were killed and 3 others seriously injured. 57 people with mild injury after a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County in Luzhou City, southwest China's Sichuan Province at 4:33 a.m. on Thursday, Beijing time. The quake struck at a depth of 10 kilometers and its epicenter was monitored at 29.2 degrees north latitude and 105.34 degrees east longitude, according to the China Earthquake Network Center. Luzhou City has launched a level 1 emergency response, the highest in China's 4-tier system, and deployed disaster investigation and rescue efforts. The provincial authorities have initiated a level 2 response.
那么我们知道的目前的情况是，龙桥社区消防救援队伍正在开展救援，我们也会去到那里为大家来看到我们目前。
Right now we are heading to another place, and we could see that Luzhou firefighters right now working on the scene, try their best to save people's life.
目前交通又发布了最新的交通的信息。今天早上11点之前呢，以下铁路线始发动车将停运。据中国铁路成都局集团公司，受四川泸州泸县6.0级地震影响，铁路部门正。
Road transportation right now just had imposed a temporary transport limitation. And for the railway station, actually, right now some trains were temporarily suspended.
持有停运动车车票的旅客可在30天内到任意车站办理全款退票手续。那我们也从四川省公安厅得到的消息是，交警总队高速公路1支队也是火速响应，在地震发生之后，立即在成自泸高速、成渝高速等通往泸州市的主干线高速成都收费站口开辟了应急救援绿色通道。那我们刚刚是从泸州市区到达泸县的时候，我们也是在高速路口看到了有一个应急救援的绿色通道。高速公路3支队全力启动应急救助响应预案，在内江、泸州、泸县、矿场、泸县西各收费站紧急开通救援通道，全力确保救援车辆正常通行。那截至目前，成都前往泸县高速全公路是畅通的。
这是通信电缆吧？
我们看到现在是有一个电缆，
出来！
我们看到这儿有电缆，已经挡住了我们。哦，这是一个通信的电缆。那我们发现这儿可能会不会出现一些信号不好的情况？我们的车也是要通过人力的把这个线往上抬一抬，我们才能够顺利的通过。
喂。
对啊，他在直播，我在拍新闻的吧。
好，我们还知道，目前泸县玉禅街道小马滩村6舍一民房倒塌，有1名群众被困，消防救援人员已将被困人员救出并移交120。
有我出镜，有我出镜，我正在发，信号不好，正在联系我这边正在发上。
好的，我们现在马上就要到达社区。好，现在我们还有100多米就会到达这次受灾比较严重的地方。但是我们现在其实越往龙桥社区走，我们就会发现，其实目前这边
Right now we're heading to Longqiao community.
刚刚的龙华村会更严重一点。我们看到路边还有停放的车辆被砸。
So that's the places we're heading to with severe damages because of the earthquake. So this is one of the firefighters involved in the rescue work on the ground.
到指挥中心，6点25分，成都支队首批力量已抵达人寿服务区，11车49人。
And also we're looking at this is a rescue team, the firefighting teams from the surrounding places heading to the epicenter. You see from Neijiang City, from the Chengdu City, and from Zigong, are now heading to the ground zero. The rescue work is still underway. We're looking at the firefighters, the rescue, disaster relief and rescue team personnel, medical personnel all involved.
今天凌晨呢，在四川泸县，发生了6.0级的地震，地震的震源深度是10千米。
So a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County in Luzhou City, southwest China, Sichuan Province at 4:33 a.m. And right now we are at the Ministry of Emergency Response. And looking at this is here the meeting room, and from the big screen we can see a live picture from the epicenter. As of 8 o'clock this morning Beijing time, 2 people were killed and total 60 people injured. A level 3 response initiated by the Ministry of the Emergency Response and also a special team from China Earthquake Bureau also right now on their way to the epicenter. 890 firefighters at the surrounding places all involved right now at the epicenter for disaster rescue and relief work.
随时驰援灾区现场。现在我们来请那个应急救援部 应急管理部这个消防救援局的赵贺来介绍一下前方的一些具体的情况。
With me is Mr. Zhao from the Ministry of Emergency Response, in charge of the disaster rescue relief work.
接到了地震台网关于泸县6.0级地震的这么一个信息。接到信息之后呢，我们应急管理部
We received the information from China Earthquake Networks Center about that a 6.0 magnitude earthquake hit Sichuan Luzhou County at 4:30 a.m. and we allocated 8 teams.
同时呢，派出了我们泸县消防救援大队的前途力量，赶到震中附近呢，去查看现场的这个实际的这个情况。
With the A5 team with a heavy equipment and the A3 team with a light equipment involved in the rescue work arrived in the scene right after the earthquake happened. And also we have additional 4,600 people right now standby for additional disaster rescue and relief effort. So for the local firefighters, they received the phone calls. A majority of the phone calls is talking about the house collapse and also the blackouts. 9 people trapped in the elevator because of the sudden blackout. And 25 people rescued.
在这个当地消防救援队伍第一时间的这个响应的情况下，震情所造成的影响和造成的这个伤亡，应该说控制了最小的这个程度。同时呢，我们也是第一。
So we will do everything we can to minimize the losses of people's life and also the losses of their property.
灾情扩大或者是有这个变化的这种情况，能够第一时间做出响应。刚才这个画面上也看出来了。
And also make sure that we are always prepared to deal with the emergency cases. We talk about Sichuan actually with a lot of mountains. So based on our recent years of experience, Sichuan has quite a rich experience in earthquake response. And they also right now checking each and every household, especially in the remote villages, make sure that no one trapped inside. We talk about the initial 8 rescue teams. Actually, 5 out of that 8 with the weight equipment or heavy equipment. And this is also based on the international practice and standards. And we also localize with the China's condition. So we talk about for the teams with heavy equipment, they can work at 3 places, and they also can do the self-supply for 3 days. We talk about that the life supporting system actually also suspended because of earthquake, like the people suffering the blackouts. Actually, the rescue team can supply the materials they need for 3 days.
好的，各位网友，我们现在呢也得到了一个最新消息，也是关于救援的消息。四川有2000余名救援人员抵达了泸州震中开展救援。
So according to our latest information, around 2,000 rescue personnel involved. So far, according to the latest information, in total 2,800 more rescue personnel right now at the epicenter.
经侦查震中部分房屋倒塌，消防救援力量就地开展救援，已营救24名被困群众，疏散123人。那我们也会持续跟进
24 people
的情况，我们也会前往伏击镇去
the 8 were found, and also the rescue team helped them to escape from the epicenter, and also 123 people reallocated.
喂，哎，你们在哪？我们现在去伏击镇。你们哪川台哪个？是我们都在泸州。哦。叫什么呀？白酒塔。哎，你帮我问一下是不是？好好好，谢谢。
这又回到刚才那个地方。对。
回金轴啊，然后他们最后给他这两个人处理啊，都是要帮我弄的。他们那边有个自动中心，然后他跟我说有个就是啥，只有那个地方需要人。
好，了解。没有。
你先站远点，你站远点。
到指挥中心，6点25分，成都支队首批力量已抵达人寿服务区，11车49人。
自贡支队预备进行救援队人员集结完毕，应到55人
，nearby places and provinces making their way to the scene. And right now, in total, more than 2,800 rescue personnel are now working at the ground zero to save people's lives.
结束了，然后现在进行的主要是一些排危工。
So when we talk about the rescue work, so part of the rescue team working on searching the trapped people, we help injured ones to the hospitals, and the other group of rescue efforts, actually they are doing this kind of work. So this is kind of the work to check the safety condition of the buildings. And they not only check buildings, they will also go to the villages to check the houses to see whether their houses are stable enough, safe enough for them to coming back. So the rescue team also is busy checking the safety consideration of the houses and also to remove the potential risks. So far we can see actually the whole city is still operating in an orderly manner. People not panic. And also the rescue efforts have very clear role and responsibilities. Some of the rescue teams working on saving people's life by searching the trapped ones or injured people from the epicenter, and also part of the relief and disaster relief and rescue team working on removing potential risks by checking the safety condition of the houses and buildings. Still, we can find that because of the earthquake, the glass is actually right now the biggest potential risks. And because of the earthquake, so the glass is actually broken. Because of Wenchuan earthquake in 2008, the housing condition in Sichuan Province actually always sticks to the high standard. So looking at, although it's a 6.0 magnitude earthquake, the majority of the buildings you're looking at actually in quite the stable, so not really seeing the many houses collapsed or torn down totally, because that's the housing actually they build according to the highest standards. So you're looking at the houses actually is good enough, strong enough against like 6.0 or 7.0 magnitude earthquake. But still, the rescue team need to check the safety condition of the buildings, make sure there's no potential risks threatening people's safety and life.
太大的生活影响其实是没有的，是吧？有些小。
像那冬的时候，它什么农夏的都是
大影响没有，小影响还是不少，是吧？
对。
了解一下，应该都差不多，是吧？
So according to the local villagers, actually, the earthquake not caused a huge impact to their life. But still, for the safety consideration, it's not good for them to go back home immediately after the earthquake happened. Looking at the local rescue team right now working on checking the potential risk of the buildings. Make sure that the buildings are safe enough and the people not involved in a secondary disaster. And this is Luxian County. It's the epicenter. We can tell so far the city is still operating in a quite well-orderly manner. Not a big impact to people's day-to-day life. So for this area, the local firefighting police has received the phone calls because they found that the phone calls are the people trapped in the houses. Till now, all the emergency situations were cleared, and the local firefighters, the rescue teams for this region right now, their key job to perform right now is not searching trapped people, because right now the whole situation is cleared. So the majority of their work right now is to check the safety condition of the buildings. The Luzhou City has launched a level 1 emergency response, the highest in China's 4-tier system, and deployed disaster investigation and rescue officers. And the provincial authorities have initiated a level 2 response. So looking at right now at this region, the firefighters, the local rescue teams, now they are doing the risk checking on buildings.
消防员的工作确实是非常辛苦，大家已经看到了，现在下着很大的雨，然后他们只是戴着一顶保护自己安全的头盔，然后进行着现场的作业，根本没有顾自己身上的衣服完全湿透了。我们到了银行这边，据说是银行这边还有排危的工作，我们看看现场，找一找排危的点位。应该是这儿这块玻璃，我们看到了吧？
So looking at the window glasses broken, and later on the firefighters will come here to remove the glasses. So this is Luxian County. We haven't seen any emergency response, the disaster relief and rescue efforts going on right now, because that kind of situation already cleared. So the firefighters right now shift their focus to check the risk situation on the buildings. So they will basically check the buildings to see whether the buildings are safe enough, good enough, strong enough, stable enough. Because after earthquake, many buildings found that the cracks on the wall. So that's also part of the local firefighters' work to check the stability of the building.
就是真正我们在这个地震的现场，我们应当注意的是些什么样的疏散、自救、逃生的知识。因为在我们的地震现场当中，现在在四川这个地方，它的预警系统非常强大。包括今天早上，我的手机是提前了10几
We
秒
talk about Sichuan actually this morning, like 10 seconds ahead of the earthquake. Actually give me an early notice, early alarm, saying that there will be an earthquake in Luxian County. So we talk about right now the early warning system in Sichuan actually very strong. So talking about that around 10 seconds ahead of the curve time, really a precious time for people to save their life, especially people living at the higher floors. They can find the time to help them get down to the ground floor.
并且在地震发生以后，如果说我们遇到了那种被埋压的状况，一定要节省自己的体力，保证自己能够有足够的体力等待救援。
And also, if let's say the case, the people found themselves trapped or buried under the debris, so save some energies and wait for the rescue team to the scene. Right now you are looking at this is the local firefighters. Right now they are doing is to check the safety condition of the buildings. They're looking at the broken windows. Right now the local firefighters remove all these broken windows to make sure that the people stay away from the secondary disaster.
应该是有这种社区的工作人员是拿到了这个照片，在跟消防员做沟通交流，说的是苔藓的一些位置，这个应该是报警的那个群众，一会儿我们跟他做一个简单的沟通。
上楼。
其实随着我们的镜头，大家都应该可以看到，现在我们生活秩序是完全没有问题，就路上的行车行人是非常多的，都在忙着自己的事儿。好像是有一处新就是我们现在这个救援点，我们好像有一个报警的小姑娘带着我们的消防员正在看我们现场。
So looking at the firefighters right now checking the local building condition.
是上面的那个水泥有一块水泥石块，应该是已经悬吊在空中了。哎，你好，我可以简单跟您沟通2句吗？
啥水？
这个地方的这个排险的这个情况是您告诉消防员的吗？
对。
您是这儿的工作人员呢，还是？
监管中心的工作人员。
您是监管中心的工作人员是吧？就是刚刚地震完，然后您就发现这个地方已经有这种情况了，所以需要消防过来帮我们排危是吗？好的。除了这一处以外，您还知道其他地方吗？你们监管中心所管的建筑？
因为我们的话，目前只排危的是我们就是在单位附近，因为其他的地方的话是我们同时在进行，就是各个乡镇都去了。
So the firefighters are also working with the local authorities, the community teams. So the firefighters can shoot the potential risks. So also looking at the rescue team right now, they are also building tents for the local villagers.
我现在所在的位置呢是四川省泸州市泸县福集镇草坝村党群服务中心。那我们现在可以看到，在这党群服务中心的坝子里已经搭建起一个简易的这个帐篷了。其实这个帐篷并不是咱们村民这边专用的一个帐篷，而是咱们救援人员的帐篷。因为村民的帐篷暂时还没有用到，但是现在雨下得很大，所以救援人员
Because it's raining quite heavily, so the rescue team are going to build up this kind of tent for the local villagers. Actually, the tent for the local villagers not arrived yet, so the rescue team just build up their own tent and also give that to the local villagers. So 2 people were killed and 60 others injured after a 6.0 magnitude earthquake jolted Luxian County in Luzhou City, southwest China's Sichuan Province at 4:30 a.m. on Thursday Beijing time. The quake struck at a depth of 10 kilometers and its epicenter was monitored at 29.2 degrees north latitude and 105.34 degrees east longitude, according to the China Earthquake Networks Center. And we found the houses they suffered the various levels of damages. 35 houses torn down, 188 severe damaged, and the surrounding cities like Chengdu, Chongqing, and Neigong have quite strong seismicity. And Luzhou City has launched a level 1 emergency response, the highest in China's 4-tier system, and deployed disaster investigation and rescue officers. Provincial authorities have initiated a level 2 response, and at the national level, the Ministry of Emergency Response also initiated a level 3 response, and also a special working team led by the Vice Chief of China Earthquake Bureau right now on their way to the epicenter. And also we're looking at the firefighters, the rescue teams from surrounding places arrived at the ground zero. Right now, according to our knowledge, nearly 3,000 firefighters, the rescue personnel, right now working on the scene, and also the 4,600 more additional personnel are now standing standby. And also looking at for the local villagers, because for the safety consideration, the local authorities also ask people to stay at the open area. So for the schools, like the sports field right now also used for the temporary sheltering place.